Getting ready to do some Tom Clancy's Division 2 Part 2.
I love Tom Clancy. Part 2 of Tom Clancy's Division with JoJo.
Please welcome Exodus Man, Speed King 623.
Damn!
And is Hannah's killer still here?
Hanks!
Haynes Killer 2 is here too!
God damn! This hype as shit!
Welcome! Let's get this started!
Yeah!
Yeah.
Yeah!
Yeah.
Tom Clancy's gonna rip you a new one, god damn!
Yeah. Get it right now for just $2.99.
Damn, yeah, that's different.
I know, right? I know, right? Yeah, for the standard edition. Yes, it is. Right now, up until the 3rd of next month.
On your channel. Hang on, I'm coming.
Collect and play. I got items in my mailbox. Where the hell is my mailbox? Yeah, this game is actually pretty fun. I got the first one a long time ago when it was on sale too. But I never did get into it as much, and I wish I did.
I think they're great games. Look at the graphics in that game, man. They're beautiful.
Yeah, it's really nice. It's got that, what is it? Second person or no, third person?
third person, yeah.
Yeah, third person.
I guess it's called third person because, do you know, I agree with you. It should be called second person, shouldn't it? Why is it called third person?
You would think, yeah.
Why is it called third person, Jeff? Do you know? Sorry. I guess it's called third person because obviously first person is inside, like for FPS. Second person would be over the shoulder, I guess.
Yeah.
Like just above the head, maybe. Then third.
What's that game? Uncharted?
Gears of War.
I think. Oh yeah, Gears of War. Yeah.
That kind of like, I guess, would that be second person? I don't know.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, it's good, but it's only in Xbox.
That's what I thought. I thought it'd be second person.
Over the shoulder, like Gears of War, would that be second person, I guess? I don't know. Okay. Yeah.
That's restricted.
Yeah. Okay. Got ya. Right, that makes sense. Okay, now I get it. Okay, well, thank you for that. I never knew that. Don't know about you, Joe Shaw, I never knew that.
Yeah.
It makes sense now when you say it, yeah. I guess, you know, when you look at the original 3D games like Tomb Raider and Super Mario 64, I guess they were what kind of pioneered it, you know, almost. Even like Crash Bandicoot, because that was kind of Pseudo 3D and...
Thank you for verisimilitude. Wait a minute. Oh, that's where I gotta go.
Tomb Raider was the first fully 3D game though that came out, wasn't it? Wasn't it?
Which one?
As in, I mean like 3D world. No, I don't mean 3D game. I know you had Virtual Fighter obviously and probably some of the games before that, but like the fully realized 3D world. I mean, I guess you had Doom as well, yeah, and then like...
It'd be GoldenEye, wouldn't it?
Oh, GoldenEye, yeah, of course. What am I thinking?
Oh, okay. Yeah. Duke Nukem.
Halo.
That's cool.
Det var
I can tell you this. Tomb Raider was definitely the first game for me where I suddenly realized we're in the future now. That was the first game that made me think, wow, we've really moved on from the 16-bit era. We're actually walking around in 3D environments now. Like, and I know I've said this before to you guys, but that first moment when I saw that dinosaur that was amazing. Blew my mind. I had shivers down my spine when I saw that dinosaur. I was like, this is incredible. If I'm honest, go on. Sonic 3D Blast. Right. Yeah, I love Sonic 3D Blast. What a game.
What about Virtual Boy for Nintendo?
The Virtual Boy. Did you guys ever?
Yeah.
Have you guys ever seen my short documentary? Wasn't a documentary. It was like a retrospective on VR, and I did some pieces to camera where like it cuts away from me and I show old adverts and stuff. But I talked about the Virtual Boy, and it shows an advert of the Virtual Boy, and I was saying how it really wasn't VR at all, sort of thing. But fair play to Nintendo, they gave it a go. You have seen it, yeah?
Ooh, there we go. New mission.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see what to do first.
Yeah. It was terrible. I remember having a go on the Virtual Boy. My friend Jamie Thane, he lived up at the top. His parents were so rich, and he had a Neo Geo, so we used to go to his house all the time. And anyway, he got the Virtual Boy, and we're all so excited to play it. And then you had to balance it on a table to play it, and then put your head in it. It was just terrible.
Yeah, it was insane. They were way ahead of its time.
The collector.
It really gave you a headache, really, like really bad.
Did you try it, Joshua, as well? Did you?
I had a friend who had it. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's a shame, really, because as you said, Jeff, I give Nintendo credit for at least giving it a try. But I didn't actually realise that. I mean, you obviously know this, Jeff, but I didn't know that Sega actually attempted to do they were going to bring out a virtual reality headset around the time the 32X came out and stuff. They were thinking about doing, like, experimenting with it, but obviously having it in colour, not the way the Nintendo did it. And so they had R&D looking into it and stuff. I remember I always wish I'd put that in my little documentary I did, because I forgot to talk about that, and I was like, that would have been amazing. I don't care how primitive it would have looked by today's standards. I would have loved to have tried it in the 90s. That would have been amazing. To play Star Wars Sega Arcade in VR, that would have been incredible.
Yeah.
So remind me, that's not the one where you're on the sphere, is it?
Sonic thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I really
Oh, I'd love to try that.
Ah.
Wow. Yeah. The snap, yeah. Oh man, that sounds amazing. I'd love to try that.
That's great.
Yeah. I need to get. I think I've said this to you before. I still love playing. Like, I love Sonic 3 because one of the reasons I love Sonic 3 is I love the fact that Michael Jackson made some of the music for it. That blows my fucking mind. Like, because it's such an amazing game and it's the most underrated Mega Drive Sonic that ever came out. Because it deserved more love than it got, it really did, because I thought Sonic 3 was just absolutely mind-blowingly good. I think the problem with that was, especially over here in the UK, was that by that point people were just about starting to move on to the PlayStation and stuff, and so it didn't get the love it deserved. And that game was, I will argue, that game looks better than a lot of PlayStation 1 games. Sonic 3 looks better than some PlayStation 1 games. Easily. Oh my god. Okay, well, I'll send you guys a picture. I mean, I'm going to give Tony my my Dreamcast that I've got here, but I'll send you guys a picture of my 32X, my Sega CD as well that I've got, and my Saturn. Cool. And I'll show you, like, the 32X when you set it up. I don't care what anybody says. That was such a cool ass looking thing. I loved my 32X. It looked like a spaceship on top of your Mega Drive. I loved it. And people, here's the thing, right? The 32X is now starting to get the love that it deserved, because, look, I get why people didn't like the 32X. I'm not blind. I can see why it didn't do well, because it was, you know, it was extra money, and then they were releasing the same games on the people were getting confused between the Sega CD and the 32X, and then the Saturn came out. It was confusing people. I get that, but now all that dust has settled. The 32X has got some brilliant games on it, really good. Like my copy of Star Wars on the 32X, even my dad said it. He said that's still the best Star Wars game we own, and it is. It's the most playable Star Wars game we own. It's basically a better version, a much better version of the old Atari arcade cabinet from the 80s. It's a really great, simple arcade game. Absolutely love my 32X. I always get really angry when I watch videos about the 32X and they slate it. I'm like, you just don't understand the system at all. You're slating it because, oh, you're just being cliched and saying, oh yeah, it was that add-on. It was that pointless add-on for the Genesis. No, it wasn't actually. It was a really good system in its own right. It had some fantastic graphics on it. The 32X version of Virtua Racing is actually better than the Saturn version, weirdly enough. It's better than the Saturn version. And I know that because I had both versions. I remember I got it for the Saturn and I was like, oh, they fucked it up. What? You know, it was better on the 32X. For some reason, whatever they did wrong on the Saturn version, they messed up the frame rate on the Sega Saturn version, but it was really quick on the 32X, which I really enjoyed. I'll tell you another game that worked really well on the 32X was Final Fight, the CD version. Oh my god, it was so good with the music. I loved that version. I'm so pissed off that my friend took that. He took that from me and he never gave it back. I was so fucking angry.
Yeah, I can't imagine. That sucks.
Oh man, that was easily the best version of Final Fight, even still to this day. It's better than the arcade version. Yeah. I think I'm the only person who likes that game. I know it's bad, but I like it. I liked it. I loved it. I know it was stupid, and I know it was really clunky, but I loved it. I used to have great fun with that. My friend Mark and I, right? My friend Mark from Ireland, Mark Harrop, we used to play that all the time. We loved it. It's clunky as hell, but I still like it. You know, there's a lot of games out there which aren't particularly well made, but for some reason the gameplay just works as like short bursts. Like the Die Hard arcade game on the Saturn was like that, right? It wasn't a good game. I had that on the Saturn. It wasn't a good game, Die Hard arcade, the Sega version, but I loved it. I actually preferred it to the PlayStation version. You know, I just enjoyed it because it was like having an arcade game in your home. So that was enough for me. Video games are the most subjective thing next to music, because what is one person's like not cup of tea at all is another person's. I mean, RPGs are a perfect example. Like Jeff, you love your RPGs and so does me. You know, not everybody's going to love RPGs, but the people who love RPGs, you know, Final Fantasy games are masterpieces. You know?
Yeah.
I mean, what's your favourite genre show?
My favorite genre?
Yeah, of games.
Well, I mean, I'm always gonna be a Street Fighter fanatic, but I like there's I mean I do like certain RPGs. Like I used to love watching my friend play Secret of Mana, Chrono Trigger.
That's my era. Sorry to interrupt you. That's my era of RPGs. Is Secret of Mana, the original Final Fantasy.
Yeah. Really?
I know. Wow, I didn't know that.
That's messed up.
Well, I think the only game that I ever had that with where it kept crashing, you guys have probably heard about all this because it came out when it's quite infamous actually. It was a bad game, but I loved my driver games. You remember the driver games from Atari? Remember Driver? Well, Driver, when it came out on the PlayStation 2, I don't know if you remember Driver 3 that came out on the PlayStation 2. It was one of the most broken games ever released. It was so broken that you would literally be driving down the road and then your character would come out of the car, like, and then kind of he'd be sitting in a wall sort of thing and stuff. And the game would just like stall. You'd be driving your car and then all of a sudden you'd be on the road with no car. It would just be the game was just broken as shit, and it was one of the reasons why when Atari came back during the early 2000s they lost all their money again, was because they were releasing all these broken ass games, a bit like they did in the 80s. but I remember it was so broken that my friend and I, we grew to love the game because of its badness. So we'd laugh. We'd just play it to see what could go wrong with it. It got to that point we actually started really enjoying it. There's a video on it. I'll send you a link to it where a friend of mine called Larry Bundy. He's quite a famous YouTuber over here in the UK. He's got near like 1 million subscribers, and he did a thing on it. He did a retrospective on it, on how bad the game is. I'll send you the link. It's hilarious. It's God, Driver 3 was terrible, man. It was so bad. I mean, I remember there was one part in the game where you were supposed to be able to go into a building in the game. Obviously, this is PlayStation 2 days, but the tech just wasn't up to it. So what Atari did was, when you went towards this building to go into it, because they hadn't finished the game and they released it all like unfinished, you'd walk into the building, and then when you went through the other side, the title screen would come up again, and it would go boo, like this, and the title screen would come up, and then Atari were fucked during the early 2000s, so they did a lot of really dubious things. Again, what a great company they were, Atari. They started off the video game revolution, really. Nolan Bushnell. Yeah, all because of E.T. and the video game crash in 1983. My dad, because I mean I was 5 when the video game crash happened, but I remember my dad worked for an electronics company in Ireland called J-Tron, and they were a subsidiary of Toshiba, so they used to supply like parts over to Japan and stuff. And I remember my dad talking about it when I was I was only a young kid and I didn't understand it, but I do remember him saying that there was like a crash with video games, because at the time we had what my dad had it. Yeah, well, we had a grandstand video console, which was that came out in 1976, and it was just like a bloop, 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 bloop. You turned the digit on a wooden front. There was a wooden front on the front of the console, and you turned the digit to turn it between tennis, pong, hockey. With tennis and pong were the same things, and it was just it was ridiculous. It was like a really old console. I'll have to show you. I'll send a picture. You'll laugh your head off when you see it. It's amazing.
Yeah, because you can't even hear him because you told him to turn his thing down.
Oh shit!
So mean. So mean.
Why did you not let me talk? Hello? Come on. I know. I was like, fucking hell, man. He seems like gonna.
He might have just had it too close to him, to his mouth, yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I've had people tell me when I used to have a headset like that. I said, you're coming in loud. Like, really? Like, okay, well.
Yeah, I used to get that with my old headset. It used to be so bloody loud. I remember I did one stream once and I didn't realise, and everybody was. I wasn't reading any of the comments because it was on a racing game, and they were like, "Jesus Christ, turn it down!" Yeah. I was like, the whole way through the stream. Jesus Christ, yeah. Oh man. The first console that I ever owned was the Atari 2600. The GameCube. Wow, that was your first one. Wow. Nice. Wow.
That's cool.
Wow, that's amazing. Oh, what a game!
No, nice.
That... Wow.
Wow.
Oh my god, like... this is your aunt.
Spoiled as hell.
Damn! Your aunt has some good taste in games, man. That's... You just named like...
spoiled.
Oh, yeah!
God.
That... Holy shit, you just named all the best games on the GameCube, basically.
Yeah, really.
Yeah. Ocarina of Time. Yeah.
Oh crap.
Jeez.
Wow.
I am... Yeah, absolutely. I always say that these days there's no excuse for kids to not to try out older games, because you can do it now for like next to nothing online, you know, and they're all available for you, and they're like especially if you're into genres and stuff. But like, what was the first console you had, Joe?
Oh God, I had the Atari.
Atari 2600.
I think so. It was my
yeah, that's the one I had.
It was my older brother's system, and then he didn't like. I guess he didn't get into games, so he gave it to me.
I remember I had E.T., the game that destroyed Atari. I had that game, and it was awful. You used to have to extend E.T.'s neck to go down these holes, and then like the game didn't make any sense. It was made in like 2 weeks, and you've heard that. Yeah, have you heard the story about this, Jeff? They made more cartridges of ET than Atari consoles that existed. In the desert, yeah.
Oh shit.
In the desert, that's right, yeah. And I've got that game, man. It is a terrible game. Another game I had was Superman, which was made in 1979.
Oh no.
Came out after the movie, and that was. It was terrible, but I loved it at the time as a kid. And basically all it was that you just went across the screen as Superman, flew up in the sky, and then every time you saw a phone booth down at the bottom, you'd go down to the phone booth and change back into Clark Kent, collect some coins at the bottom, go back up in the sky, turn into Superman, and it was the most basic thing you've ever seen. It sounds a lot more elaborate than it actually was. It was like so basic. If you look it up on YouTube, you'll see it. It was just this bloop, 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 bloop. Brilliant. I loved it. I loved it as a kid, though. God, I loved my Atari. You've run out of what?
Wow.
Yeah. I wonder, is there any avenues you could go down? I know you've done this already, so you've exhausted all avenues. But is there anybody on YouTube, specialist? Oh, no, not. Forget YouTube. I don't know. Twitch, anything. Yeah, no, I understand that, of course. Well, I wonder if
Oh shit.
you see that level you're on now, Joe?
Yeah.
I love the lighting in this level. It looks so good.
Yeah, it's got great visuals and stuff on there.
Oh, stunning! This is one of my favorite parts. So when you're inside the buildings and the scopes are trying to get you, like I love the way the light reflects off like all the broken glass and stuff, and
Yeah.
just little details in this game make it really good. He's playing Division 2, Joe.
Yeah.
The visuals on it are gorgeous. Really nice visuals.
Yeah, I bet you someone's gonna try to make recreate this on the Dreams game too.
Oh, imagine that. That would be incredible. God, the endings for Undernight, the new endings for Undernight are beautiful. Really lovely. The characters. Do you know what music I'm really getting into recently, and it's because a lot of it's because of video games. Japanese opera. Japanese opera sounds, oh my god, it sounds so good.
I haven't looked at it yet. Let me look. Learn Portuguese, man. Come on. Oh my god.
Don't worry about it, mate. You think
funny.
that's bad? I grew up in school. Like, grew up in school. What am I saying? I grew up in school.
I grew up in school.
I grew up in school.
That's funny.
Yeah, I had a very sheltered childhood. I grew up in school doing Gaelic, which was Irish language, right? Somebody came up to me in my job, and this Irish lady, and she said, "Oh, one of the nurses said that you're Irish." And I said, "Yeah." And she turned around and she started speaking to me in full Gaelic. Now, remember, taking into consideration, I got a straight A in Gaelic at school. I whizzed through it and I was really good at it. I had no idea what she was saying to me. I couldn't understand. I didn't even understand one word. I turned around to her and I said, I'm so sorry. I said, it's completely gone out of my head. I can't remember a word. And I said, would you believe? I said, I got an A in this. I was the highest one in my school for Gaelic. She said, you don't understand what I'm saying? I said, I can't even understand one word you're saying. That's actually a condition. I don't know if you know that. Sometimes, yeah, your brain can forget languages. It's the same thing that happens when people come out of comas and they start speaking in a different dialect and stuff. There's a part of your brain that actually deals with languages and dialects. And I've forgotten what the condition's called. I'll have a look up on Google. There is actually a condition, a medical condition. I should know this because I'm a nurse. I should know this. Medical condition. Medical condition of
amnesia. Okay.
Speak of forgetting languages, of forgetting. This is actually true. This is a genuine condition of forgetting languages. What's it called? That's it. It's called aphasia. So what it is, genuine aphasia, like the real serious aphasia, is when you have like a stroke or a brain tumor and something. But you can actually suffer from mild aphasia different points during your life. It can happen like sometimes and randomly on days and stuff. You know when people say they have like deja vu? You've heard of the word deja vu, obviously. When people say that, that's actually a form of aphasia. That's what that is. It's what it is. It's your brain tricked into thinking that you've experienced what you were experiencing before. And so, like you were saying there, that you couldn't remember the language. Sometimes your brain, the part of your brain which is the back left lobe of your brain, that's the part that deals with the language comprehension that you use, and sometimes that part actually switches off. It literally just it will switch off like that.
Yeah, that's pretty scary stuff.
It's crazy. Okay, so sorry, I said all of that and you didn't even know how to say it. Sorry. Shit, sorry, man. Sorry. In that case, yeah, that's actually true. It's mad. It's called aphasia. Aphasia. It's spelled APHASIA. It's basically an inability to comprehend or formulate language because of damage to specific brain regions. Well, it's not actually. It's not, because it can happen to anybody anytime. It really can. It can happen to you. Racing car drivers, race car drivers have it happen to them all the time. Do you remember what's his name, Ayrton Senna, that died in the crash? Yeah, Formula 1 in Monaco. Well, they reckon the reason why he died wasn't because if you watch the in-camera footage of when he dies, you see he's going straight towards the corner and he didn't. So they were wondering, did he have a stroke? Did he have? Did something go wrong? Did he lose consciousness because of the speed, because of the G-force? But it's coming to light now that they think he might have had aphasia, where his brain literally just stopped using the part that helps him drive.
That's crazy.
Crazy shit, man. Brain is a mad thing. Sorry, I'll be back in a minute, guys. I'm waffling away. Tell me to shut up if I talk too much. Sorry. I'll be back.
Shut up! No. Portuguese. Probably, yeah. I mean, that's probably a good place where they probably was.
Well, that doesn't help me, motherfucker.
See if he can send you a
Fucking ass. Seriously, for the messages, he goes and sends me that shit, and I go, I don't understand.
That's funny. It's not, but it is. Gay.
English question mark.
Habla inglés?
Authorization granted. Please stand by. Intelligence system analytic computer reactivated. All Isaac subsystems operational.
That was the last step to getting Isaac fully restored locally. We have a ways to go before we can celebrate. And we're missing agent terms. Continue your sweep of the complex.
See that device that they got now where you can like say something into it and it translate the language? That's pretty neat. Man, if I need to get one of those. What is it? Nice. That's cool. Where the hell? That's pretty neat. I think I heard about that one. Really? Wow. shit. Oh my god. Right over here. That's cool. Oh my god.
Electronic device detected.
Well, like, the first thing I saw when it came on is gay. Bad speed, I was sitting in a Link to Ultimate. Gay. Gay. Just gay.
Okay.
Oh, that's funny. Oh, okay.
She's goading you to try and make you reckless. Just stay focused.
Mm. The stadium ones. Yeah. I love those.
Oh, that's how you use a grenade. Okay. Didn't even know how to use a damn grenade until now. Good grief.
Somebody just fart.
Yeah, I went.
Oh right. I was gonna say that was a hell of a fart if it was real. God, I was like, Jesus.
Oh God, no! I'd be scared if I did that for real. Meet the fuckers? No, I'm kidding.
That's what I was just thinking.
Serious trauma detected.
Meet the Robinsons? No.
I've never seen that.
Oh my God, that was a long time ago. Oh wow!
Amazing. That's a burn. That's the best Savage burn ever.
Oh yeah!
Oh shit!
Especially for Disney. Come on! Wow!
Yeah. That's amazing, man. That's fucking yeah, exactly. Especially for Disney. That's brilliant.
Oh, I'm a cock. Oh, Mickey! Oh gosh!
Gosh,
He's a
Mickey,
cock.
I love penis.
He's a cock. Oh wow! Did you really just do that? Damn! That was like perfect, Donald.
Oh man, good.
Ow! What the hell shooting me? Oh wow!
That's brilliant. Oh, that is great. That's brilliant. See, Disney can be quite dark sometimes, man. I'm telling you, they really can.
Oh my God!
That's the ultimate dark. That's shade. That is shade. Ultimate shade from
Oh
Disney.
my God. I'm getting shot the hell up.
Yeah, absolutely, and they got strict laws on it, obviously. I mean, Disney, they don't take any shit when it comes to people like, you know, streaming their stuff illegally and stuff and all that. That's one of the reasons actually why they're so huge with Disney Plus, where they went forward with it, was because they were sick of people illegally streaming the movies and stuff, and they said, oh, well, we're going to combat this. We're going to make Disney Plus really affordable at a low entry price. And that's what they did. You know, I mean, I don't agree with a lot of Disney's practices, but I gotta say the way they deal with like illegal downloads and stuff, I gotta give them their due. They do a good job of it.
Damn it!
What happened, man?
Boy, I died. No habla inglés.
Pare vodolie? Papa favor? Papa favor?
Me no speaky, you have small pee-pee.
Hey gringo, man! I come with subordinate, man! I do this for you, man! Come in, be good, man!
You know who you almost sound like? Triumph the insult comic dog.
Oh yeah! That's
yes! Right, yeah. Yes, for me to poop on!
I forgot about that!
He's like a writer for Conan O'Brien.
Yeah, that's right, yeah. I love Conan O'Brien. He's definitely my favourite talk show host.
Yeah.
He's definitely... Do you know who I think is the worst talk show host? He's from my country, James Corden. Oh, I fucking can't stand him.
Oh, James Corden. Yeah.
I hate him. Can't stand him. I couldn't stand him over here in the UK. He did a thing called Gavin and Stacey.
I miss the Ferguson guy.
Oh, Craig Ferguson.
Craig Ferguson. He was
great.
Yeah, he had a great talk show.
He really did, and he knew how to take the piss out of people, and he didn't like lick the stars' asses. The worst person for licking the stars' asses are James Corden and Jimmy Fallon. Oh my God, they have their nose so far up their guests' asses. It's just like, oh come on.
You didn't like Jimmy Fallon?
Which one?
Jimmy Fallon.
Yeah, Jimmy Fallon. I like the guests he has on. He has some good segments, but I just don't like. I'm not a big fan of the fact he's such an arselick when it comes to all the guests he's got. Oh my God, I love all your stuff. Oh my God, you're so great. Oh my God, I love you. Oh my God. I'm like, oh, shut up, mate. You don't. You're just saying that because they're there. You know what I mean?
How funny.
That's one of the reasons I love Conan O'Brien. He doesn't give a shit. He'll take the piss out of the guests that come on and be like...
Yeah.
I don't even watch... I remember when he was on, he had Nicolas Cage on, and Nicolas Cage was being his completely mad self, and he goes... What's that? Oh, okay.
You're like cutting out. I can't...
Yeah, it happened again. I don't think it's your mic, mate. I tell you what I think it is. Oh, it is your mic, is it? Oh, fair enough. Is it okay now? I got you. I was going to say, because you bought a new one, so it wouldn't be that. Have you got a DualShock 4? Weird, isn't it? That's weird.
Yeah.
Maybe it isn't your controller. Maybe it isn't your controller though. It could be something else. It could be PSN.
That or is the plug into the... Is it a wired headset to the controller? Yeah, I think that's what it is. It might be the plug-in part. Cause I know I've had headsets before that did the same thing.
You've had the same thing? Oh, then it is a controller then, yeah, fair enough. That's weird.
And you keep it charged?
Are you on a PS4 Pro? I was just going to say, because I had some similar problems with my base PS4 as well, and I haven't had the problem since I've been on.
Sometimes it's the PlayStation Network too, because like
Yeah, it is.
when you get into a party chat and you can't connect, sometimes nobody can hear you. You have to sit there and exit the party and then come back in,
Yeah.
and it's like, what the
Yeah.
hell? I know I've done that a bunch of times.
I mean, saying that though, like Speed King's connection was always good, like, you know, as is yours as well. I've never had any problems with you, Speed, Tony. As far as the people who are abroad, I've never had problems with you or Speed in terms of connection, like playing games with you and stuff. You and... okay now? Okay. Fair enough. That's fair enough.
Did you watch all of those Demon Slayer episodes?
Did I? Oh no, sorry.
Or anybody, really. It's like Kometsu or something. His name is Kometsu. Demon Slayer.
No, I haven't. No. Is it good? Is it?
Oh, I think it won. Because you know Crunchyroll has that award. Yeah, Demon Slayer. Oh man, I love that anime. That was so awesome. Oh, for real? Damn.
Oh wow.
Oh, nice. For real.
Really? It's got really popular. Wow.
I haven't seen it. Damn it, I need to see that. I haven't seen Promised Neverland yet.
Holy shit,
Yeah.
that sounds amazing. Yeah.
Yeah.
And this. Fucking hell, this sounds dark as shit.
Yeah, Japanese anime
one of the best animes I've ever watched, and because our father's into anime and my girlfriend's dad, and I showed her this and I said, your dad will love this, and it was absolutely amazing. It's such a beautiful movie.
Did you ever watch Princess Mononoke? Did you ever see that one?
No. Is it good, is it?
Yeah, that was
is it good, is it?
That was an awesome anime.
Really? Oh, cool. Okay, guys, thank you. Yeah, I'll have a look for that. What's it called? Sorry, say it again.
Princess Mononoke. Mononoke. I think
okay.
That's how you pronounce it.
Yeah, I'll have a look for that.
Yeah, that's a really good one. I recently bought one up.
I've heard of it. I've never seen it. Have you seen it, Joe? Have you?
Yeah, I've seen that one. Like 46 minutes or something like that. Yeah. Oh, that's the one where she's going through like the hallways and stuff with that kid, that boy, and they have to go through those trials or something. Like, which one was? Which one am I thinking about? Is it Death Print?
Wow.
Damn it, which one am I thinking of? Damn it, what the, I'm trying to think of the one I was thinking of. Can't remember what it's called. Yeah. I know I've seen it before, I just, man. Yeah, for an American anime, that was probably one of the best American animes ever made, probably. Just the opening itself was just badass. I mean, well, no, I was just gonna say, like, you know, just the opening, you would think it was like a Japanese anime because of how sharp everything was. And yeah. Yeah, I watched every episode every Saturday. Really? Oh, that's cool. Yeah. That was such... Oh my god, that Bane was such a joke. Super intellectual. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, Batman, you grew up in the dark, so did I. You still think you could beat me, Batman? No, you can't. Come on.
I think my only problem with the third one was that it's like they tried to cram so many characters in that movie, and they just kind of just threw them in there real fast, and you didn't even get a chance to really know who was who. Yeah. Yeah. Falling off something? Oh God.
Oh shit. Oh.
Oh. Imagine doing an impression of Bane doing the Golden Axe scream. That'd be funny as hell.
You damn little trolls, give me back my potions.
Well, you could do it too. You could do it too. All you gotta do is put your hands over your mouth. What's up, buddy?
I need to reset the Wi-Fi.
Huh?
I need to reset the Wi-Fi.
Reset the Wi-Fi?
Yeah, I forgot how to. I think there's like a button back and you like poke it.
Why are you gonna reset it?
Because I don't have Wi-Fi. My Chromebook and my phone and all that stuff still on Wi-Fi.
Alright.
So. So isn't there like a button?
Well, I'll be back in a minute. My younger brother's going to reset the Wi-Fi, so I have to shut off my PlayStation and stuff.
That's okay.
Alright, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you for watching. Don't forget notifications. Thank you, Exodus Man and Speaking 623 for joining me in this stream.
Love you, Joe.
We love you too, man.
I'll see you on the flip side, yes. I'm gonna grab a burger from McDonald's.